Okay, so we're looking at a little piece of the fretboard here. We've got the C string shape here. You see the C string shape? This is the bottom string, this red string. When we move the C pattern up, we're going to its fourth. When we move the C pattern down, we're going to its fifth. The string shape fifth. And remember, we're going to do it in pentatonic or triads. We're not going to go into the diatonic. If we go to the fourth on the diatonic, okay, we want to follow the C pattern for that diatonic. All right, so this does follow that C pattern, all right, but let's look at a root pattern there. For a root pattern, let's say in the E, you would go, you'd go, wow, that sounds a little out of tune. Let's make sure we're tuned up. Okay, so for that E pattern, like I say, if we played a diatonic from the E, you'd get an E pattern. You'd get a root pattern there, okay, instead of following the original C cage. So that gets a little confusing, but you kind of have to wrap your head around this. When you go to the fourth, you got 4, 5, 6, and the augmented seventh if you're following the C diatonic. The C diatonic is all the numbers, whether they're blackened out or not. The blackened out numbers are so you can see the pentatonic. So when we go to the fourth from the C here, we're going to play that pentatonic, root 2, 3, 5. We're not going to play its fourth, okay? And like what I was trying to explain is, so if we're looking from that C right here, so say we're on the C box right here, 3, 4, like that. Okay, if we change that into an E pattern, and I play that E pattern, it's going to go right there is a wrong note. We're going to be hitting that fourth, and we don't want to do that. Does that sound like? No. So we're not going to play the diatonic from the E. We're just going to play the pentatonic or triad because it's going to be used as a substitution. It's kind of like on the piano. If I have the C triad and I'm just using the shape, we substitute that shape, those 3 fingers, for the fourth and for the fifth. Okay, we're not going to do an entire diatonic off the fourth. So we have to just play and maybe the seventh. Like that. Okay, and with the fifth, we can play the fourth. Alright? So, but to be on the safe side, we'll just play diatonic from whatever note we're playing, or we'll play pentatonic. So let's advance in the lesson now. This is very important. This is the lesson. The other stuff's a lot of sideshow Barker stuff, you know. Oh, by the way, let me just, blow my horn about you can't substitute a fourth and then play that diatonic. You have to play the diatonic of the original root key. So when we go up, we go to the fourth, and we go down, we go to the G. All right, moving right along with the A shape, Now this is where it gets tricky with guitar. The A shape is here. Okay, so we got 5, 6, and then when we move up, we're going to go to the D shape, but notice it's the same 2 notes. So are we going to play that 4? No, because the white notes here are the pentatonic. The 7 and the 4 are from the diatonic of that D cage, of that D string shape. So we don't play those. We're just going to play the same 2 notes. Okay, and that people do that all the time. Say you're doing something in A, and you go to D. It's the same thing, right? Almost. It always starts on those same notes. Do you want to go out? Anyway, now let's go to it's 5th, so we move the pattern down. Now we're in an E pattern, but we still want to play in that pentatonic. Let's keep it simple. Same 2 notes. So you see this brick right here, this little brick wall. It's going to be the same 2 notes in the A box. The same 2 notes. Just when you go to the 5th of A, you're going to play the pentatonic to keep it to keep it in that original the original root key there. So let's advance to the G. So that was actually looks hard, but turned out to be easy. This one is kind of easy. Again, let's talk about shapes. So we're in the C pentatonic or diatonic, or okay. Now when we go to its 4th, we're going to the E shape. We're going to have to bring that 3rd up to the 4th and play that root 2, that E shape. It's so easy. I'll mess it up if it's so easy, right? To its 5th, we're going to keep the same shape as the G. And just play that G pentatonic. Now, where is that G pentatonic? I've been playing these pentatonics. Here's our G here, so the pentatonic would be 6 root 2 4 5 6 root 2 4 5 6 root. Okay, now let's look at that again. Not 4 5, it'd be 3 5 6 root, like that. That would be your G pentatonic. Now let's get rid of that because I want to show you the G pentatonic up here. 6 root 2 3 5 6 root 2, warp up 3 5 6 root. So that's what we're going to play when we go to this G pentatonic, if I can find it. Hello. So here's our G pentatonic. Oh, up here in the C box. So move the pattern down and play the G pentatonic. Move the pattern up and play the E pentatonic. This is going to be important for minor arpeggios. Okay, we're going to find out why that's important to play the minors, because let's face it, the 2nd is the natural minor of the 4th, and the 3rd is the natural minor of the 5th. So when we push the pattern up 1, this is just a method. You can just play it. You can say, oh, from C the 4th is E. You can look at C here and go, okay, the 4th string shape is always going to be below the string below that C string shape. Okay, I can just start on this E. I can look over here on the chart. But it's easier when it comes down to playing to just imaginarily realize you're going to move the pattern up there. And this is for demonstration purposes too, to make it easy so I don't get mixed up with C, E, 5th, 4th. Which one is it? And remember, the 5th of E is C, and the 4th of C is E. Even though on the keyboard by notes the 4th of C is F, and the 5th of E, or the 5th of E is B. But we go to the augmented 5th, and then